Everyone has their own perspective on mental health at Pali. Bring Change to Mind Club President Ava Salvatierra shares her own view.
When you think about the environment at Pali, you think a lot about the academic pressure that we face as students. Not only that, but what I found even more stressful for me than the academic pressure was the idea to be a well-rounded person, to be playing sports, but also be a straight A student, but also be involved in your community, involved in clubs. And obviously all of those things can be extremely fulfilling and really exciting, but it can also lead, especially in a high stress environment, an environment full of people who are really trying to strive and achieve, it can lead to a lot of invalidation of yourself.
Although the school does provide resources, the stigma around mental health is still an issue.
Even though we do technically have a lot of the resources, the stigma doesn't go away even when we have those resources. So even if you are really struggling in class, maybe need to take a break, but your teacher has never said anything to you at the beginning of the school year that tells you it's okay to go to the wellness center, that they don't understand that times in the class may be stressful, you may feel like your experience isn't going to be validated, and in turn you're going to feel like shameful for going to the wellness center.
Ava shares her own experiences with mental health in her life.
So the reason that my family first got involved in mental health awareness, when I was growing up, I had no idea. I really just had no concept of what mental health was. I'm sure a lot of us didn't until we got maybe to middle school or high school. But my father passed away when I was 8 from his bipolar disorder, and I could not understand how something that wasn't your physical health could impact a person's life so greatly. And so even though this was something that happened to me when I was young, and it kind of sort of accelerated my understanding that there was a stigma around mental health. Like when my father had his illness, he wasn't allowed to tell anyone that he worked with. He wasn't allowed to, he could really only tell about 10 to 15 people to make sure that it didn't affect his job.
Anyone who wants to learn more about mental health can join Bring Change to Mind.
What makes Bring Change to Mind really cool is that it's a club that is literally completely for everybody. We don't have any really requirements for grade or for attending meetings. The club is just based around this idea of community and of support. There's a lot that we strive to do in terms of community building, presentations, but also just active ways that we can spread love and help ourselves, and to continue to validate ourselves in environments that feel really invalidating, that feel like our emotions or what we're going through doesn't matter.
If you or someone else that you know is struggling, please seek out these resources. With InFocus, I'm Ellie Roth.